Monday, September 15th, 6 p.m. Crosby, do roll call, please.
Jason?
Here.
Mike?
Here.
Jake?
Here.
Dale?
Here.
Eric?
Here.
Craig?
Here.
Crosby here.
This is an open meeting and has been posted. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, recognition, Employee of the Month, Prairie View.
Thank you. This month, Prairie View is proud to recognize Tara Rice as our Employee of the Month. She has been nominated by her colleagues for her outstanding dedication, warmth, and professionalism in her role as our school secretary. Tara manages the front office with incredible efficiency and organization, all while making every student, staff member, and family feel welcome and valued. She is often the first face people see when they enter Prairie View, and her calm, friendly presence sets the tone for our school each day. Colleagues describe Tara as welcoming and kind, always greeting students, staff, and families with a smile, dependable and efficient, keeping daily operations running smoothly, even in the busiest moments, positive and supportive, handling every interaction with patience, professionalism, and a genuine care, willing to go above and beyond, stepping in whenever needed, and always ready to help. Tara's dedication and positivity make her an invaluable part of our Prairie View team. We are so grateful for her commitment to creating a warm, supportive, and productive school environment. Congratulations, Tara. This recognition is well deserved. Would you please come forward?
Good job, Tara. Director of First Impressions, correct?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Do we have any citizens' comments? Okay. And this was also our quarterly citizens' comments where people can talk about anything they wanted besides what's on the agenda. Moving on to presentations, Prairie View Elementary School.
Val, you want to bring the kids up?
All right, tonight I have Natalie Mack and Liam Nikla here with me, two sixth graders from Prairie View. I will go ahead and this should be ready to go to click on through. So, go ahead, Natalie, you can get us started.
Hi, my name is Natalie Mack. I'm a sixth grader at Prairie View Elementary. I want to thank the school board for the opportunity to talk about our amazing school. I would like to share some of the exciting things that are happening this school year at Prairie View.
Excuse me 1 second. If anybody wants to come up here and take pictures, feel free to come up here and take pictures. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And kids, talk into the microphone, okay? So that people on TV can hear you, okay?
Okay. We have many new things happening at Prairie View this year, but one thing that has not changed is our commitment to teaching all students the Panther Way. This year, our theme is Level Up. In the beginning of the year, all Panthers traveled throughout the school to learn the Panther Way expectations. This is part of our PBIS program. The kindergartners always love learning the playground expectations because they get to practice being safe, responsible, and respectful at recess. Last year, All Prairie Panthers took time to learn our school mission statement. We put it in our own words during Mission It and Pocket Day. We also had a personal goal related to precision. I worked really hard last year to be more precise and careful in my math work. This year, we are continuing that work. I recently took the iReady assessment in 6th grade. The next step for me is to work with my teachers to create my own goal related to the Prairie View School goal. This will help me stay motivated and focused on my own learning. We are also continuing to build everyone's vocabulary. This year, I'm a part of Vocabulary Club that is run by Mrs. Morgan. We have selected a word for the week and teach the word to all students over the morning announcements. I'm really excited to share that Prairie View is continuing our drama club. This year, 4th through 6th grade students are producing the play 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I am playing Rosie the reindeer. It is an amazing opportunity to show creativity and your talents. I would like to personally invite all of you to our performance on Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m. Prairie View Elementary is continuing our student advisory program, but this year we have combined it with Playground Pals. I'm excited to teach and little ones out at recess this year, raise money for the Waukesha Clearing Council House with our Coins for Kids campaign, and welcome guests for our VIP Scholastic Book Fair week in October. Thank you again for this opportunity to brag about my awesome school. Here's my friend Liam to share more about upcoming events.
Hi, my name is Liam Nicoloy, and I am also a 6th grader at Prairie View Elementary. Thank you for inviting us to speak at tonight's school board meeting. I am excited to share some of the amazing experiences that have been happening at Prairie View Elementary this year. At the end of August, we hosted the 4K through kindergarten play date. This gave brand new Prairie View students a chance to meet, play, and make new friends before school even started. For many kids, the first day of school can feel a little scary, but seeing a familiar face in the hallway or on the playground makes the first day feel less stressful and a lot more fun. Soon after that, Prairie View had an awesome open house to welcome students back from the long summer. On the blacktop, we had community vendors and even food trucks, which made the evening extra special. Families were able to meet their teachers, see their classrooms, and then hang out together afterwards. It was really fun to see so many people from our community all in one place. Plus, I heard the donuts were delicious. So that was definitely a highlight.
What did you actually have?
The donuts and grilled cheese.
What did you have, Natalie?
My dad got cinnamon mini donuts. I thought they were really good. Though I only got 2.
Coming up this fall, we also host an event called High Interest Day. What is High Interest Day, you ask? It's a day where we invite people from the community to come share their jobs, talents, and hobbies with us. We get to go to different sessions and learn about things we may have never heard of before. For example, it is cool to talk to a veterinarian in person and hear what they do every day to take care of animals. There was also hands-on activities, like trying new crafts and hobbies and presenters to encourage us to explore things we might have never have thought to try out on our own. High Interest Day shows us that the future has so many possibilities. I've also had the chance to volunteer and perform at school events, the singing club, where we perform our concerts for an audience. It feels good to know what we can all share our talents and be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Looking ahead, I am super excited about Family STEAM Night put on by Student Advisory. Families come together to do activities in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We get to build things, solve challenges, and work as a team. One of my favorite is building with Legos. It is so much fun to use your imagination and see what others create. At Prairie View, we believe when we work together, we can level up, and when we level up, there's no limit to what we can achieve. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and your support of our school. Prairie View is an amazing place to learn, and I am proud to be a Panther. Have a great evening.
That was outstanding.
Do you have any questions? Anyone?
Anyone have any questions?
I have a quick question. Oh, sorry, Mike. The brat fry was sponsored by Rome, ROAM. I'm drawing a blank there.
Rebels on a Mission. It is a motorcycle club that supports children in need in the
Cool.
community.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they were big at Harvest Fest. They were in the parade this weekend, and they donated backpacks in the past to students at Prairie View. They've been very generous to our students.
Great.
No question. I just wanted to say both of you did an amazing job. Really did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well done.
I think the two of you are ready for middle school. True.
I think I'm up next.
You are.
All right. They got me started with some of it. Thank you guys for having me. This sign up for the school board meetings came out, and all the other principals were ahead of me, and I got the first spot. So here
Lucky
we
you.
are. Lucky me, the first board meeting here in September. But thank you for having me. I think I know all of you, but if we don't know one another, Jason, I'm Val Voss, principal of Prairie View. I know we've met before, but thanks for having me here tonight. I just wanted to start and share our mission and vision again with all of you. That really grounds us in the work that we do. And so before I share about our school goals, talking a little bit about our mission statement again at Prairie View is to ensure high levels of academic, social, and emotional learning for all. And then our vision statement is to make the Prairie View community collaborative and inclusive so all achieve high potential now and in the future. Again, as the students had shared, our theme for this year is leveling up at Prairie View. And then our 3 focus areas for this year are literacy growth, math growth, and then Tier 1 behavior fidelity. This next slide I'm going to start with, and it's a graphic that Ben Casso had helped me put together. And before I get into our school goals, I just want to start and take you back to last year, and I think, first of all, celebrate the amazing work that has been done at Prairie View. Prairie View has been a school that had received the exceeding expectations mark on the report card, and we have some amazing work going on with the thanks to the students, the staff, and the community there. And in order to continue that work, we took a deep dive with the help of Ben Casso, my guiding coalition, Angela, and some other members here of the directors at district office, looking at our school data and had realized that the growth score on the state report card was an area that we wanted to focus in on. So you'll notice that my goals around academics are focused in on growth. So before I talk about those, I just wanted to show you the graphic that Ben had made, and I'm going to do my best to explain it. So students, when they take the forward exam, can they're in a benchmark. They can receive, whoops, I'm not touching anything. Are you, Tom? No, well, thank you. So they receive a benchmark score. So they could be in the yellow, not meeting benchmark, under the 48th percentile, in the green area, which would be meeting the percentile or proficient, or higher, where they would be within that advanced category. A student, 1 year, so if you're looking at that student in the middle, 1 year they could test at the 65th percentile, which would mean that yes, they are green, they're proficient. But that following year, we would hope that next year they might still be green with their percentile rank being 75 versus staying green but their percentile rank being 55. That student would still be proficient, but that would mean that some students had outperformed them. Does that make sense? So we're looking for growth for all students. Both scores are still proficient, but that one score showed greater growth than the other. Any questions about that graphic before I go on? Because that's really the premise of my two goals for ELA and math. Okay. So Prairie View goal number 1 for ELA then is that at least 60% of our students in grades 4 through 6 will increase their percentile rank on the ELA section of the forward exam in spring of 2026 compared to their performance on the 2025 assessment. How is this related to the district KPI? Looking at the KPI related to the forward exam ELA proficiency. And the rationale, our baseline where we were at, is that this past year, 50.6% of students had increased their percentile rank from the previous year. So we had put 60% down. That was our best guess of something that could be ambitious, but yet achievable. We don't really know. But with Ben's help, we thought 60% would be something to shoot for this next year. Some of the action steps for ELA are that in K2, teachers are going to be setting grade level student learning objectives around ELA, analyzing standards from the forward exam that we've been below 50th percent proficiency on. We're aligning our common formative assessments from our resources with the essential standards. Providing professional development to teachers on how to give students actionable feedback in their learning. Providing time for intentional collaboration on students in interventions. So something that we're setting some additional time aside for is our title teachers and our interventionists this year to collaborate with our general education teachers on students in intervention to make sure that they're talking on what's happening in both the tier 2, tier 3 interventions, and that alignment is taking place. And then again, Natalie had talked a little bit about the student goal setting, that we're continuing that work that we had started at Prairie View last year. Our math goal really mirrors the same goal in language as our ELA goal had done. Again, at least 60% of our students in grades 4 through 6 will increase their percentile rank on the math section of the forward exam in spring compared to last year on the 2025 assessment. Again, the district KPI is forward exam math proficiency. Our baseline in math had been 53% of students last year had increased their percentile rank from the previous year. Some of the action steps in math, again, fairly similar, setting grade level student learning objectives in math for teachers in grades 3 through 5. Once we get to 6th grade, the teachers set their student learning objectives based upon the content area that they're teaching, since they're departmentalized. Analyzing standards below 50th percent proficiency, providing professional development on some Bridges materials that we have to use and we did not use last year, and so Bridges was new to us last year, and so we're providing some more professional development on some of the resources that Bridges has for us and how to use that data, interpret the data, and then use it to drive our instruction. Again, providing professional development on targeted feedback, that intentional collaboration again, and then student goal setting. And then my last goal is our behavioral goal. So our third goal is that by May of 2026, at least 90% of staff will score 80% or higher on the Tier 1 Fidelity Checklist, indicating strong implementation of proactive school-wide behavior systems. This district KPI is related to the completed MTSS framework for SEL and behavior. And the rationale for this is that prior years showed inconsistent expectations that had led to increased referrals, reactive discipline, and then ultimately student disengagement. And I think that showed up not only in my staff survey, my family perception data, and then student perception survey that had gone or that students in 5th and 6th grade had taken. So some of the action steps that we're taking around that are maintaining and teaching the behavioral expectations. Natalie spoke a little bit to that. The Panther Way that we had taught students already the one time this year. a change we had made this year. I should have put it on this slide, but we had a picture in the student one. Students had a maze that they had completed and a little sticker at each area that they went to, and then they got to take that home so that it could help foster a conversation with their parents. And I had heard at our first PTO meeting some parents say, my son or daughter came home with that, and we talked about that, and so that helped foster just that conversation, that partnership between home and school, understanding what those expectations were, that we were teaching those throughout the school setting. We have been working on updating our Panther Way matrix and our behavioral decision flow chart. So that's a flow chart that helps teachers and staff further delineate what is a minor behavior, what's a major behavior, so something that's more managed by a teacher versus something that's managed by myself in the office. Continued teaching, zones of regulation, and calming corners. I know I spoke to you about that last year. Training staff on Tier 1 components of the behavioral system, how to enter behavior data. We want to make sure that we're looking at the correct behavior data, so we're really trying to refine our systems. We utilize EduClimber and Infinite Campus and making sure we've been having a lot of conversations of, are we coding data correctly when we put data in? Sometimes it might be under inappropriate behavior, and that seems to be a catch-all for a lot of behavior at the elementary level. And so we're having conversations with staff and the other elementary principals of how can we further delineate and decipher that data so that we're looking at accurate data to better help us just plan appropriately and make better decisions with the data. We are creating a Tier 1 inventory for climate, communication, curriculum, and culture in each classroom to be proactive. Utilizing the PDSA cycle, so that's that Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle for reteaching behaviors with my PBIS team. And then again, strengthening family communication. Ultimately, those are our 3 goals. Prairie View is excited and committed to strong academic growth in literacy and math, a consistent proactive behavior system, and I truly believe that we have an amazing collaborative staff that supports every student. We have had a few bumps in the road, as you all know, to start the year, but truly it has been a great start to the school year. I think the couple things have really overshadowed some of the amazing things. The building has felt great. Some of our collaborative team meetings have began last week, and the teachers are off to a great start. The students are off to a great start. The building has felt great to be in. So thank you all. Thank you for your support. What questions do you have on any of that?
Any questions? Bridges, year 1 going into year 2. What did you learn from year 1 that's going to help you in year 2?
That's a great question. I think we learned people needed time in year 1 just to learn all of the components of Bridges, and now one, I think, advantage that some buildings have, teams who've stuck together. Prairie View has a lot of teams that have changed, and so with teams that have changed, it'll be time again getting some teachers caught up on new teams. But year 2, they're just able to have different conversations and dig in a lot deeper. I think year 1, we were really focused just on the Tier 1 component. What am I teaching that day? In teams that I've had in my building who are the same and who are in year 2 of Bridges, they are really focusing in on what can I do to pull small groups of kids who I know could go a step further or who maybe need a reteaching. How can I fit small group instruction in? And so the conversations that they're having in year 2 just feel different than year 1. But like I said, it's kind of dependent, even in my building, based upon if the team is new or not to being together. And some of my teachers have shifted grade levels, and so for them, Bridges is still new to them based upon the grade level that they're teaching.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Any other questions, comments? All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, moving on to consent agenda. We're looking for the approval of the committee of the whole meeting minutes from September 8th, 2025, and approval of vouchers and receipts. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, that's approved by consent. Policies we're bringing up in the committee of the whole meeting in October. Moving on down to personnel topics.
We last week, we discussed support staff wages, and we'll be bringing that back for approval tonight in action.
Moving on down to student learning topics.
Okay, I have just the director's report. At the committee of the whole meeting, I had just one informational item, and that was an update regarding our curriculum renewal process for our advanced placement biology course at the high school. So we are currently in the piloting process for AP biology. We will be piloting one unit from 2 different resources this year. So we will be monitoring that, and then we will bring our recommendation to the board later this year. Any questions on that?
None, thank you. Up next, student service topics.
I just had my director's report also, just recapping the presentation that Student Learning and Student Services gave last Monday, just on an overview of what occurred during summer between curriculum and Indian athletics and summer school and all of the great things that were happening all summer long here.
Okay, thank you. Moving on down to finance and facility topics, director's report. You're good? Okay. Just want to wait a quick minute here. We're up to action items.
Are you ready for me?
I'm ready for you.
Okay.
Moving on to hires, retirements, and resignations.
Yep. So we are looking for approval of a contract for Brenda Bergdad. She is the business and marketing teacher at Mukwonago High School.
Oh, we can make a motion. We have enough board members here.
Make a motion to approve the contract for the hires as stated.
Second.
We have a motion to approve. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Moving on to support staff wages.
Again, looking for approval of the support staff wages for the 25-26 school year.
Make a motion to approve the support staff wages for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
There's a motion and second to approve support staff wages. All those in favor? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any questions or comments? Sorry, I missed that. Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say no. Motion carries. Moving on to unfinished business, superintendent report.
Thank you. We had a great start to the school year so far, a couple of weeks in. I want to thank the teachers and the aides. You know, we do a lot of work in the summertime, making sure our facilities are ready, making sure professional development is set, making sure all of the welcome back is there, and then the kids arrive and we pass the kids off to the teachers, and the teachers and aides have just done a remarkable job welcoming kids in, making sure that the instruction is high quality, that the kids are safe, that school is engaging. It has been a great start this year. I want to congratulate the football team. They were just nominated as the team of the week, or just awarded the team of the week through the Milwaukee Journal. They had a great win on Friday night against Oconomowoc. And then I just want to remind everyone that the Ed Foundation dinner is being held on September 27th, Saturday, September 27th. This year it is going to be at GS Global. The event takes place from 6 to 10 p.m. So for any interested, there is information on the district website as to how to buy tickets and attend this event.
Thank you. President's report. I just want to thank the staff, the administrators, for all the hard work they did over the summer. I know it's a lot of work, and we say this all the time. People don't think people in education work over the summer, but they get a lot of work done. So thank you, everybody, for all of your hard work. Up next, executive session. According to Wisconsin Statute 19.85, We'll be talking about a specific student situation. So looking for a motion to close the open session and go into closed.
Make a motion to close the open session and go into closed session.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Roll call, please.
Jason?
Yep.
Mike?
Yes.
Jake?
Yes.
Dale?
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
Craig?
Yep.
Crosby, yes.
Open session is closed.